So this video is really just for me, so I don't really expect anybody else to watch it, but if you follow along, that'd be great. 30 years ago today, my grandfather died when I was 16 years old. He lived in the same town that I did. I saw him all the time, and he came to literally every sporting event I ever had, from when I was the littlest to his final summer when I was doing summer basketball, getting ready for high school basketball. He actually came in a wheelchair to watch me because he knew he didn't have that much time left. We were super close. We used to go golfing together all the time because he was a big golfer and I was kind of a crappy but okay golfer. So we played a lot, and also he was a trombone player, and I actually went with him once or twice to perform in a band that he had. He was also a smoker for 45, 50 years maybe, and my brother and I were actually the ones that got him to quit. We used to hide his cigarettes so he couldn't take them, but then eventually he went to the doctor, and the doctor showed him a healthy lung, and he showed him his lung, and he said, "You have a choice," and he quit cold turkey. Sadly, it was too late. About a year before he died, he started to feel a sharp pain in his shoulder, and it turned out that it was lung cancer. And then sadly, over the next 10 months or so, we watched him fight as much as he could, but it was 1994. There wasn't really that much to do for lung cancer, and he started to get sicker and sicker through the summer of 1994. At the same time, I was trying out for the golf team, and I actually made the varsity team as a sophomore. I mean, we weren't very good, and I was not good, but I made it. And then 2 days after my birthday, which was today, 30 years ago, I had my first match. Told him all about it the night before. You know, we were going out every night at that point because we knew the end was near. And I went out and I played terribly, but I won. And in fact, I still have the golf ball. First high school win, this is my terrible writing, 9/8/94. I was very excited to come back and tell him. When my parents picked me up at the high school, I could tell something was off, and they told me that my grandfather had passed away earlier that day. So I like to think that he waited around just to see me win. I think he passed a few hours earlier, but I'll take it. It's amazing that it's been 30 years since this happened. I think about him all the time. He was such a big part of my life, and I don't really talk about it outwardly very much because, frankly, it's still painful 30 years later. And it just goes to show that how much you could have an impact on somebody, you know, even if you're not around for most of their life. I mean, he died 30 years ago. I just turned 46 2 days ago. So I've been alive about twice as long without him as with him. And I think about him every day. So it's a good thought to, you know, remember the impact that you have on people, even if you're not around them much for much of their lives. And it's just a good reminder to be kind and caring like he was. He was a wonderful man. Everybody liked him. You know, I'm not a believer in God, and he wasn't either. But I'd like to think that there's some way that maybe I'll see him again. If not, I've got great memories.